So when I first got this drone, it was a nefarious amount of questions that were running in my head. Like, really, how feasible drones are they really worth it? And after using it, I literally discovered I'm the worst drone flyer there is. But the question still stands, like, how practical and really, how much are people really into it, or drones nowadays? But regardless of that, before I get into any of the specific details, what I really thought about this drone, and honestly, from my takeaway, what I enjoyed about it the most, just make sure you subscribe just so you can stay tuned for more videos like this. Here in Canada, the laws are a little like wee woo ha, like when it comes to drones. They have to be less than 250 grams, which, funny enough, this one's 249 grams. So, Trudeau, if you're watching, please. But anyways, yeah. So I had to like go duck out in the woods somewhere so nobody can see me, right? Like just in case there's that one old grandma is like, yeah, there's someone flying a drone, whatever. But anyways, so after using this drone, right? So there's some things, right? Well, actually, no, I'll say this. There's a lot that I did like, and I did enjoy, right? For the most part, um, it's just one hypothetical, theoretical question that I have about drones in general, whether you're in Canada or even like abroad in the United States, that kind of like still stands in my head. But before I even rush to that ending, let me get into all the cool stuff of this drone. So, firstly, this drone it's awesome. Like it's a blast to use, and I've never flown a drone in my life. I've never flown a drone ever. So, getting to use it for the first time, like I felt like a caveman, right? Like it's like, oh, how me turn on small object, but whatever. So after getting it started, like it's really awesome, right? So it has a 4K camera and can shoot at 30 FPS, and just seeing like yourself, I guess, from a different angle, like height wise or elevation wise, like it trips you out. Like it doesn't look real. That makes sense. Like it just looks surreal using it, and just getting it off the ground. First try was like getting through the software and updates and stuff. That stuff was a lot annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So I had to go through like a firmware update, but whatever. That stuff is like usual when it comes to using tech. So I guess I should have like prepared for it or anticipated for it. But regardless of that, so you have to go through all that stuff in the app, right? You have to connect it, and there's some tutorials in the app which like I found really useful, and I think it's important because when it comes to like devices, sometimes smartwatches are like this too, or like they're dependent on the app, right? You to get everything going and rolling, you need the app. Yeah, like apps make a big part of this, and this one definitely made the difference because like it had tutorials and had like stuff and how like even the manuals how to get the drone started, which I found really handy because like your boy really doesn't read manuals, so like I just like to get cut to the chase. But with this one, like man, I learned my lesson, so I had to like actually go and read all the good stuff, right? But once getting to it, like it's really awesome. So you also have the control. And one thing I'll say before I even get to the remote control is they did a phenomenal job of having all the wires. So like for example, for me, my phone still uses like lightning cable, right? So I assumed like you'd only be able like to connect via USB-C, or even that, like even if they did make it so like you could still connect via lightning, then you'd have to use your own cable. But like it's my surprise they provided everything. So there's a whole host of like cables that you can use to connect to whatever phone they had. They even like have one like for like micro SD, like whatever phone still uses that, but still like I like that. I like versatility, and on top of that, like if you're gonna spend this much money, you gotta be getting taken care of, right? Like if you're gonna drop like a lot of money, like for whatever it is, a phone, a device, a car, like you want to make sure you're taken care of. Like you don't just want to get something and then discover, damn it, like I have to go get something extra, right? But regardless, so really big fan of what they did there to just include the whole package, so you really don't have to worry about really getting anything extra or buying other stuff after that. But once it's off the ground, so it also has like a 6 kilometer range, which for me, I don't know if like I didn't test that, but I don't know how much I buy that because like at one point like the drone like it wasn't even far away from me, it was like 10 meters. But
Please connect the drone.
lost connection for a little while. I mean, I was able to reconnect, but for a split moment there, like I don't know if you're really going to like stretch the distance out. I say be careful, like you might like just fly your drone out there and lose it out in the woods somewhere. So like for the 6 kilometer range, I really don't know if I'd push it that far, just like to be safe and for distance. On top of that, the time that you'd be able to fly the drone is only 32 minutes. So I say only, but realistically, like that is ample amount of time, especially if you're recording footage. Like it's going to have a lot for you on there. So 32 minutes like is decent enough. On top of that, you have like 3 different battery packs that you can use. So it's like if you put 32 times 3, right, you get 96. And with those 96 minutes, realistically, you have like ample amount of time to record if you're even going to use it for that long. So like, yeah, it only has one battery that lasts 32, but you have 3 of them, so realistically you can use it for a whole lot longer than just the 32 minutes. And yes, GPS tracking. Now, my favorite feature by far for this drone is the quick shot. So I already mentioned, like, I literally have never flown a drone ever, like in my life. Never gave it a shot, never tried, never literally never have I like flown a drone ever. But the quick shots makes it like easy for like beginners and literally anybody that has never flown a drone. Like it has like built-in like shot methods, right? So you can have like the hover, you can have like this 360 spin, so it films in different ways where really you don't even have to be the one that's doing it, but it just does it for you, and it's really cool. So it does like the action shots for you without you having to like, you know, maneuver your thumbs over the control. Like people that like fly drones daily or for a living, whatever, maybe someone in the US military or whatever, those people, like for them it's like second nature. They know how to like flick switches or whatever, turn the drone upside down and all that stuff. But if you're just like a beginner, bro, you've never done this before, so it's like having those presets really cool. Like that's by far my favorite feature when it came to using the drone, because it just makes it easy, and like you really don't have to go try hard and like learn on the job, if I can say. But instead, like it's a really awesome feature for me. I think that one easily far and away is one of the things that makes the drone itself recommendable, because it's like, okay, if you've never flown one, there's some things on there that'll help you, or there's some things on there that'll just make it easier for you without you having to like go all out and try hard and whatever. Anyways, but yeah, so the quality is great, but like it looked a little grainy for me. Again, like it's a drone, so it's not like the iPhone camera, right? But like it's a 4K, but it's all right. It's not like the best quality when it comes to like video quality. It's going to capture like really like sharp details, but some stuff, you know, like don't expect it to look like as clear and as crisp as like a digital camera, for example, or even like your iPhone. So you're going to be able to see some differences, but at the same time, just because the camera quality isn't like one from like an iPhone or like DSLR, doesn't mean like it's bad. It's just not that quality. So for me, my personal take is that I really enjoy the drone. Like I think it's an awesome device, you know, whatever, gimbal. But my question is like, how practical are they, right? Like, when's the last time? Okay, think about this, right? You're just hanging out with a friend or something. Like, y'all just, I don't know, chilling in the car, driving down the highway, whatever. But when's the last time you ever heard someone like, oh, I wanna go fly my drone? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like something like, you know, you know what I mean? Like, who has a drone? That's like, especially in Canada, like, whatever. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, drones are really cool. They're awesome, right? Like, if you really think about it, like, you have your own little camera. It's like your own little Android flying through the skies and whatever. It's like, how practical are they? How practical you just like get one and like go camping with your friends and use it? You know what I mean? So it's like it's for really like niche group of like people, like a category of people. It's not like something like, it's not like like the way everyone has a phone, or like to this point like a lot of people have smartwatches. Like it's not like that wide, I guess. Doesn't have that much range. So it's like, how recommendable is it? You know, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, for me, my personal opinion, like I enjoyed using it. Like I thought it was fun, right? Like as someone who's never touched a drone in their life. But I don't know if I'm recommending it to people, just like, cause it's like, oh man, go buy a drone. Yeah, you know what? Like, you know, like it's awesome. Like it's really cool to fly, but like not everybody, one, has the time to do it, and two, unless you're really passionate about it, like you're a videographer, like you like to film the wild, or you just like to take different shots, or whatever. Really awesome device, really good. The camera quality, again, like it's I don't know if I can say it's okay. Like it's better than okay, but not like astronomical, like out of this world, but decent enough, right? So it does a lot good, but it's just like, what crowd are you recommending it to? If you're in the drone crowd, then I definitely say this is for you. If you're just like a random civilian, like it's still like for you, like it's fun, right? But it's like, I don't know how much it's you using it. Like I don't know if it'll be that often. But at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. I'm ready to, and I'm out.